Welcome to this week's Behind the Wheel Show, featuring Gene Capo of Victory Honda of Sandusky. And now, here's Gino.
Hi folks, Gene and Jeanette here, back again this week at BehindTheWheelRadio.com. We're living large and loving life here at Channel 20, Buckeye Cable, every single night, 7 nights a week, huh, Jeanette? Every single night, 8 o'clock p.m., rocking it out. We are having a ball here this week, you guys. And we've got some great questions, too. 419-975-9205 with your questions. Call one in, we dare you, because you go in the drawing for the $100 gas card. Right?
Woohoo!
$100 gas card, that's a lot of money, isn't it?
Yes, that's a ton of money.
It's a lot of gas still, too. Man alive. Anyway, call in your questions. I am Gene Capo. I own and operate Victory Honda of Sandusky, Ohio. This is Jeanette McGorry. She sells cars with me at the same place, right at Victory Honda of Sandusky. We have a great website, victorysandusky.com. Great pictures of every car. 31 actual photos, no stock photos. Huh? We have real pictures every single time. We got a great guy that takes them for us. And so when you guys come to the website, you can see the cars, what they really look like, not what the color kind of looks like, but what it really looks like. Look at the Carfax icon, get the vehicle history. It's a great place to start. And then, once you're ready, come to 2301 Hayes Ave or 4104 Milan Road, Victory Pre-Owned Cars, and come see someone like Jeanette. Yeah, so you can talk with Jeanette. She'll be patient with you. She knows the product. She'll show you how it's best going to benefit you and help you get a deal. We've got some great questions this week, don't we, Jeanette? It's amazing.
Sure do.
Let's see. Steve's checking in from Sandusky. He's looking at these cash for title places popping up all over the place, he says. Phil from Huron, he wants to know if anybody makes a basic car anymore. I guess they're all loaded cars now, according to Phil. Ken from Milan wants to talk about, hey, he wants to know about remote starts. Those are pretty cool. I like remote starts. We've actually got one right here. It's pretty cool. And then Bill from Oak Harbor, he wants to know oh boy, this is a juicy one. Bill leased a car with his girlfriend who is now his ex.
Yikes.
Oh, so he wants to know a little action on that, so don't go away on that one, you guys. And then Shelly from Norwalk, she's talking about buying her lease car once, so she needs info on that. Again, you guys, 419-975-9205 with your questions. Call one in, because if you do, Jeanette and I will read it on the air and put you in the drawing for the $100 gas card. Super fun, don't you think?
I think awesome. So.
Hey, you want to get the first question?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, here we go.
Steve from Sandusky. He says, hey, Gene, I enjoy your show. I see a lot of cash for title signs around town. Is this a good place to sell your car? What do you say, Gino?
In a word, no. I don't think that's what they do there, Steve. I think what they do at the cash for title places is exactly what the sign says. I think the science is if you have a paid off car that you own, you can bring them the title to said car and they will give you money against your title. If you don't pay them back the money, they'll come and get your car. If you do pay them back the money, they'll give you the title back to your vehicle. So it's kind of like a short-term loan, I think, more so than it is anything else. If, let's say, Jeanette, you were hurting for cash and you had a paid-off car and you just needed $1,000 real quick, right? And that would be a viable way to get it. It's kind of like what a pawn shop would do, where you would sell something to them, they give you money for it, and if you come back at a certain set period of time with the same amount of money or a little bit more, they'll give it back to you.
Well, that was a good question.
I think that's how it goes. Yeah, great question, Steve. He's going in the drawing again. 419-975-9205. Call in a question. Who we got for next?
We got Anne. She is from Norwalk. She says, hi, Gene. I like a car with just the minimum of stuff on it. All the cars are top of the line now, nothing basic. So does Honda make a basic car?
Well, they kind of do. That's a great question. Although it's not basic in the eyes of people, well, that lived with basic cars like I did.
Yeah, no more roll-up windows.
Yeah, those are long gone. We still make a car with, well, I believe there's still a car with no power door locks. But even that, I think, has gone away now. So the most basic car we would make would be called the LX, I think, right? And why don't you tell them what that's got in it, because that's got a lot.
They still come standard with backup cameras, and you're still going to get your hands-free Bluetooth. So, I mean, it's pretty nice. It's safe. It's still a little bit basic, but you still get a little bit of the good modern technology that we have these days. So.
To answer your question, really, I tell you, a basic car just doesn't exist. You're right with your question, because even the LX car, our base model, when I was growing up, that was a loaded car. I mean, it has power windows, power door locks, cruise, power steering, power brakes, air conditioning. I mean, that was all the stuff that came in the really nice loaded cars, where now that's in every car. I mean, you can't really, it's like Jeanette said, you can't find one with crank windows anymore. I think pretty much everything's got power door locks anymore. Now everything has backup cameras because that's the law now. The law says, starting in 2017, that all the cars have to have backup cameras. So Honda is always ahead of the game, so 2 years ahead of schedule, of course. All of our cars have backup cameras. So some of this stuff is safety related. So you can kind of deem it luxury because, you know, we've gotten along without backup cams for however now, a million years or however long we've been driving cars, right, since the turn of the century. However, how much better is a backup camera?
I don't know what I ever did without it. A lot of safer pedestrians out there, that's for sure.
Yeah, because once you get a peek at what's behind you in a way that the backup camera will show you, it's totally different. You don't want to be without it. Because without it, there's just too many blind spots. When you turn around, you can't see anything. You know, and I'm getting old, I can't really turn my head like I used to be able to, but the backup camera eliminates any need for that, that's for sure. What a great question from Ann. That's awesome. What else we got? Do we have time for one more? We do.
All right.
Ripping through it.
So, Ken from Milan. Hi, Gene, great show. Why don't all cars come with remote start? Very expensive to add. Will they soon?
Oh, well, the answer is, I think yes. I think initially it's because the systems weren't as popular. If you go to the states in the north where it's cold, that's where the remote starts really sell. Because it's, you know, you guys know that if you live up here and you park outdoors, it sure is nice to go out to a warm car. And you also know what it's like to go out to a frozen car. And here it goes, trying to start, and everything's frozen solid at 17 below, and your windows are all iced over. No fun. So yeah, I mean, the remote start's awesome, isn't it? Because you can take one of these guys right here. This is the Honda one that they make, and the remote that goes with it. And there's a little display on here. It's probably hard to see, but I'll hold it up. Maybe they can zoom in with the camera. And there's a display right here. And what it can do, it'll show you when you push the button that the engine started, even if you're in the house. So it's kind of cool. As long as you're in proximity, you can start the motor, get the heat going, get the windows cleared off, so it's way safer. Do it in advance, because you know Jeanette's always in a hurry when she's leaving in the morning, right? Always in 90 miles an hour, right? No time for anything else, and we're always running late, so this is a great tool. And but yes, I think eventually this is probably going to be on all the cars. Do you have it on your car?
I don't, but our new 2016 pilots have automatic start on them.
See?
On the Touring and the Touring Elite, I want to say.
Well, there's two down, so 2 models down and just the rest to go. Yeah, that's great stuff. Because, yeah, again, you know, you can say that's a luxury, but in a lot of cases that's a safety item, isn't it?
Safety?
No, yeah, because if you go, what happens when you drive to work and you're in a hurry and you're late and you don't bother to let your windows ice off?
Oh, true.
And pretty soon you can't see, and I've seen people do it. They ride down the road and they got the little hole scraped off where they can kind of see the people. There's just no way that's safe, you guys. So, yeah, this is great because it'll eliminate a lot of that. You can do, you know, how many people like to multitask? Well, just about everybody, right? No doubt about it. So we're going to go to commercial, but when we come back, you guys, more great questions. 419-975-9205. We've got Shelly checking in from Norwalk. We got a bunch of good stuff, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
SanduskyCredit.com. Bad credit shouldn't stop you from getting a new car. Visit SanduskyCredit.com, and a 450 credit score plus $450 a week in income equals a brand new car with interest rates as low as 8.99%. Stop the buy here, pay here cycle. Let us help you build your credit. The pros at SanduskyCredit.com are credit experts. So fill out a credit app today at SanduskyCredit.com.
Hi folks, Gene Capo and Jeanette Ligori here at BehindTheWheelRadio.com. We're back from commercial, living large and loving life here at Channel 20 Buckeye Cable. It's where you see what's on TV, and you see us here at BehindTheWheelRadio.com. We've had some great questions so far, haven't we, Jeanette?
We have.
419-975-9205 with your questions, you guys. Call them in, because if you do, you go in the drawing for
$100 gas
the
card.
$100 gas card. No doubt, it's still worth $100. $100 worth of gas is a little more gas than it was last year at this time.
Sure was.
Gas is way cheaper, you guys. I'm telling you. The boater people must be excited because they got a huge reduction. Their gas went from like $4.50 to like $3.50.
Oh, that's a
How awesome is that? Yeah, save $1 a gallon. That's pretty cool. We've had some great ones so far. Who have we had? We've had Steve from Sandusky checked in, and he's seeing a lot of those cash for title places. He wanted to know about that. And Ann from Norwalk, she just wants a basic car. Have we found one yet? We're going to get online and find you one. I mean, super basic. You're not even going to know. And then Ken from Island talking about remote starts. We were talking about how great they are and what a great safety feature really they can be, especially if you're in the hurry. But what do we got for new questions?
This is a good question. It's a little tricky.
Yeah.
Sam from Oak Harbor. Hi, Gene. I'm currently stuck in a lease with my ex-girlfriend. Now that it's over, I want to get my name off the lease because it's driving up my debt-to-income ratio and I can't get the house loan I want. Is there anything I can do? My new girlfriend is not pleased.
Oh my gosh. I can't imagine she is. Well, I'll tell you, we've had questions like this on the show before, that's for sure, where people have gotten together on cars and signed with one another. And then those relationships end, and then they get in the way of your life down the road. So in other words, it'd be like if Jeanette co-signed with someone, and then boom, they're gone, and then all of a sudden, they've got the car because Jeanette did them a favor. Well, now Jeanette's trying to buy something and can't because that loan counts against their debt-to-income ratio, or the bank that's looking at giving them a loan thinks that she's trying to pay for that car even though she's not. So that's the tough part about it. The good news is, Sam, there might be something you can do, and I've seen this done in the past, where you had two people on a lease and you took Sam off, provided you've got a qualified person that's willing to go on with that person, should they need one, bingo, you're in. The other thing you could check and see if that person you signed with is able to do it on their own. Mm-hmm. So there's two ways you could possibly do it, Sam. You could do it just her name on her own if that's possible, or with another person helping her other than yourself to take you off. Those are two ways I've seen it where you can have your name removed. However, you've got to have cooperation on the part of that person. So they've got to cooperate. They've got to have somebody to re-sign and help you do that. So depending on how that all goes.
Yeah, hopefully that was a nice breakup.
Yeah, so if you're still in speaking terms with that person, it's possible. If not, it's highly unlikely. The only good news is, being a lease, it's probably a shorter term, hopefully. It's not 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 years. It's hopefully 2 or 3 or 4 maybe. So it'll be over soon. The other thing you can do is, if you can get some sort of proof or a letter of some kind that the car is not yours, that you're not paying for it, maybe that would help with your mortgage company. That's another thing you might try. Some mortgage companies might accept that, some may not, but that's another avenue that you can try to get around the what's going on, Sam, because oftentimes it's hard to get that stuff changed right away. The paperwork takes a while. It takes a while to get off your credit bureau, that sort of thing. So, but if you want to, give us a call at the office, 419-626-1061. We'd be happy to research it for you, turn you on to some mortgage people, maybe someone that maybe could help you. Boy, that's an amazing situation. Can you imagine you sign with someone, then off they go, then you meet someone else, and you're trying to buy a house and can't because of what you did with your old girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the new girlfriend is now mad. Can you imagine? That's amazing. Not good. A little drama in your life, that's for certain. What else we got? 419-975-9205. You guys calling some more questions. We're almost out, but they're getting better by the second. Go ahead.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay, we have Shelly from Milan. Hi, Gene. If I'm leasing a car, came into some money, and want to buy it at the end, when is the soonest that I can do that?
As soon as you can come to the All New Victory Honda and get it done. Actually, with most leases, Shelly, you can do it at any time. I say most, so you'd have to read your lease contract. Some leases, not all, just like some loans, conventional loans, right? Not all, have prepayment penalties. And penalties if you end the lease early. So depending on who your lease is with and what those contracts say, and Jeanette and I would be more than happy to review that stuff with you, just give us a call, 419-626-1061 at the office. And oftentimes if you tell us who you're leasing with, we don't even need to see your contract because we might already have one or know of them. And that'll tell us a little bit more about, is there a penalty if you pay it off early? Should you wait for the end of the 36 months? What's the right moves to make? Because a lot of leases work a little bit differently. If it's a Honda lease or the like, there is no prepayment penalty. So you can do it at any time. It doesn't cost you an extra dime to do it. And you do it right here at the dealership. Right, Jeanette? You just come right in and we just get it done. It doesn't take very long and it's very simple. And it doesn't have to be a Honda. We can do them for all sorts of different makes and models, you guys. So anybody that wants to come in and change their lease into a conventional loan or refinance the current loan that they have, we can do all of those things for you right here at the All-New Victory Honda. So call Jeanette, 419-626-1061, or ask for Gene, either one of us, and we'd be more than happy to help you. So great stuff so far, you guys. Again, 419-975-9205 with your questions. And, of course, if you do and we read them on the air, you're going in the drawing for
$100 gas card.
Jeanette's $100 gas card, yeah. Plus, you know, Jeanette loves to field the questions. She's going to read them, and we're going to answer them together and have a ball. So we're going to commercial, but when we come back, more great stuff, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
SanduskyCredit.com. Bad credit shouldn't stop you from getting a new car. Visit SanduskyCredit.com, and a 450 credit score plus $450 a week in income equals a brand new car with interest rates as low as 8.99%. Stop the buy here, pay here cycle. Let us help you build your credit. The pros at SanduskyCredit.com are credit experts. So fill out a credit app today at SanduskyCredit.com. SanduskyCredit.com. Bad credit shouldn't stop you from getting a new car. Visit SanduskyCredit.com, and a 450 credit score plus $450 a week in income equals a brand new car with interest rates as low as 8.99%. Stop the buy here, pay here cycle. Let us help you build your credit. The pros at SanduskyCredit.com are credit experts. So fill out a credit app today at SanduskyCredit.com.
Hi, folks. Gene Capo here with Jeanette McGorry, back from commercial, living large and loving life here at BehindTheWheelRadio.com. Channel 20, Buckeye Cable, the Guide Channel. We're rocking it out. This is what's on TV, and of course, you get to check us out. Me and Jeanette, we're rocking it out. We got great questions too, you guys. 419-975-9205. Call in a question. We triple dog dare you. Because if you do, of course, you're going in the drawing for
$100 gas card.
the $100 gas card. Jeanette gets to give it to you personally. You know, if you're nice to her, maybe she'll even put the gas in for you.
Maybe.
Come up to the gas station. Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? What do we got for questions so far, Jeanette? By the way, I'm Gene Capo. I own and operate Victory Honda of Sandusky, Ohio, if you're just joining us. This is Jeanette McGorry. She's one of our great salespeople at the all-new Victory Honda. We also have a great website, VictorySandusky.com. So check us out there. Check out all the cars. We've got 31 great pictures, don't we, of all the vehicles. Carfaxes, so you can look at the vehicle history reports. And Jeanette, to answer any questions that you have, call her right away, or anybody else here at the all-new Victory Honda. We are rocking out. We've got more questions, though. Sandra from Huron checked in. Jim from Sandusky. Judy from Gypsum. Go with it, girl. What do we got?
All right, Sandra from Huron. I received a recall notice from my sedan. It's for a minor issue, something I never would have noticed. Do I need to respond to the notice and take my car in for repair?
Well, that's a pretty good question, Sandra. Although it may seem minor, depending on what it is, a lot of times it can lead to something major. Chances are the manufacturers, whoever it is, especially Honda, is not doing it just for no reason. So I'm always err on the side of caution. Bring your dealer, bring it over there, see if you can get it done quickly, make an appointment. If the dealership's really far away, maybe you can couple it with an oil change so you can kind of kill two birds with one stone, that sort of thing. If you want to, give me a call at the office, 419-626-1061. We'll research the recall together, and maybe there is a way you don't have to mess with it. We'll find out what it is. We'll see what the manufacturer has posted online in regard to it. But most of the time, Sandra, if they recall your car for some little thing, chances are it's almost always worth doing. Because, right, Jeanette, it may prevent big things down the road. You never know. And again, we don't really know, do we, exactly what she's talking about. So maybe give Jeanette a call. Give me a call at the office, 419-626-1061, and we'll discuss it with you personally, find out exactly what you're talking about. Maybe we can better answer. And if I don't know for sure, I'd err on the side of caution and go over there and let them check it out. The manufacturer went to enough trouble to send you a notice and say, hey, come over, right?
Yeah.
If you get a second, it's probably best if you go over and really check out what they have to say and find out what it's really all about. And again, use caution. But again, if it's something that you know is minor and you know it in heart, it's not a big deal. You can always go with your gut too, no doubt. But great question, Sandra. You're going to the drawing for the $100 gas card. Is she in?
She's in.
She's in. Okay, what else we got? Let's read another.
All right, Jimbo from Sandusky. I want to give my car to my daughter. Can I just do the paperwork at the B&B? What's the process?
Oh, well, that's a good one. I wish I had a dad like that would give me a car. Would
I
you like your dad to
know.
give you a car? Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty simple. You go down to the title office, and last I knew, here's the good news, you can transfer a title, we've had this on the show before, from mother to daughter, father to son, parent to child, with no sales tax. So you should be able to sign over the title to your son or daughter, no sales tax, and then I think it's $15 for a brand new title. So you should be able to do it all for about $15, which is the title fee in the state of Ohio. 12 or 15, I can't recall, one of the two. But it shouldn't cost much. You shouldn't have to pay tax if you're going parent to sibling. So that works out pretty good. Yeah, but it's pretty simple. Just go down to the title office and get it done. After that, you'll want to go to the BMV so she can get some new license plates for the new car that are in her name if you're not going to use your name. As far as I know, that's the best way to go. Tax-free, it's got to love that, no doubt about it. But yeah, great question, Nancy. No doubt you're going to the drawing for the $100 gas card.
No, that was Jim.
Oh, sorry, Jim from Sandusky, my fault. No doubt about it.
I know.
Yeah. What else we got? We got one left?
Judy.
Oh, we do.
Judy from Gypsum? Do the mirrored aluminum foil type sun shields really work? They look ridiculous, but if they keep my car from baking, I'd give it a try.
Well,
I think they work. I mean,
really
I've
do.
used them. I lived in Vegas. Those were a godsend.
Yeah, they cut way, way down on the heat. If you keep your car a long time, they can prevent fading of your dashboard. They can lower the temp in your car,
A lot.
I don't know, 20 degrees, I bet,
say.
if you cover that shield. Because if you got to figure, if the windshield is the only glass that's open and everything else is covered except your side windows, you're going to cut down a tremendous amount of heat and light that comes in the car. So when you jump back in it, yeah, it's going to cool down faster. You're going to have less heat on the dash, less heat on your on the inside of the car. It's healthier for you. There's nothing wrong with those, from what I can see. And getting in a super hot car like that, that's not the safest thing in the world. It's not the safest thing for pets. It's not safe for anybody. So anything that can cut down the amount of heat that's in a super hot car like that, yeah, I'm for all of those. You probably would know in Vegas you used one every day.
Oh, yeah.
Big time. Yeah.
I still use one.
Yeah.
Just DIY it, paint it, make it look less ridiculous.
Put your own spin on it.
That's
like
right.
Jeanette
Big
does.
peace sign.
There you go. Big peace sign from Jeanette. That's great stuff. 419-975-9205 with your questions, you guys. Call one in. Jeanette and I, Triple Dog Dairy, because...
Drawing, $100 gas.
There you go. $100 gas cards could be yours. We're going to draw one here and after the show and send one out like we do every week, and it's going to be a blast. So call in your questions again, 419-975-9205. We got to go to break, but when we come back, more great stuff. More Jeanette. We'll be back.
SanduskyCredit.com. Bad credit shouldn't stop you from getting a new car. Visit SanduskyCredit.com. And a 450 credit score plus $450 a week in income equals a brand new car with interest rates as low as 8.99%. Stop the buy here, pay here cycle. Let us help you build your credit. The pros at SanduskyCredit.com are credit experts. So fill out a credit app today at SanduskyCredit.com. SanduskyCredit.com. Bad credit shouldn't stop you from getting a new car. Visit SanduskyCredit.com. And a 450 credit score plus $450 a week in income equals a brand new car with interest rates as low as 8.99%. Stop the buy here, pay here cycle. Let us help you build your credit. The pros at SanduskyCredit.com are credit experts. So fill out a credit app today at SanduskyCredit.com.
Hi, folks. Gene Capo here with Jeanette McGorry, BehindTheWheelRadio.com. We're living large and loving life here at Channel 20 Buckeye Cable, the guide channel where you check out what's on. And, of course, what's on is Jeanette and I, BehindTheWheelRadio.com. I'm Gene Capo. I own and operate Victory Honda of Sandusky, Ohio, right at the corner of Hayes and Perkins Avenue, 2301 Hayes Ave to be exact, and Victory Pre-Owned Cars, 4104 Milan Road, right at the mall between Pizza Hut and Red Lobster. And Jeanette here works with me at both places. She sells the cars. She is absolutely wonderful to talk to, like all the rest of the salespeople at the all-new Victory Honda. We have a great website, too, victorysandusky.com. It's a great place to start your shopping experience, so check us out there, too. 419-975-9205. Call in some questions, you guys, because Jeanette and I love to have them. And, of course, you're going in the drawing for the $100 gas card. But we've had some great questions this time, haven't we?
I've learned some stuff.
Absolutely. Let's see who checked in today. We've had Sandra from Huron talking about she had a recall. It's a minor thing. Not sure she'll ever notice it. Should she bring it by? Again, unless you call Jeanette and convince us otherwise, why? I err on the side of caution. Just take it over there. You never know, right, Jeanette, what it's going to be all about. Nancy from Port Huron wants to give her car to her daughter, God bless you, girlfriend. Go down to the title office. Should takes place with absolutely no tax. So that's great stuff for you. Judy from Gypsum talking about the aluminum foil type shields over the windshield. Do they work?
Yes, they work.
Yes, they do. According to Jeanette, first-hand experience. She lived in Vegas for many moons and used one every day. Did it really cut down the heat when you got in the car? It was a big difference?
Yeah, because it's like 105 degrees out there. So.
Oh my gosh. Steve checked in. He wanted to know about cash for title signs around town, and is that a good place to sell your car? I don't think so. No, sir. The place to sell your car is obviously at the end of the driveway, at the high school, eBay, all those different places. I think what this place wants to do is not sell your car. They want your title and to give you a loan, Steve. So if you need a short-term loan, that's probably the place. Ann from Norwalk talking about she wants a basic car. I would ever look at a Civic or a Fit LX, wouldn't you?
Yep.
Those would be the two perfect cars for her because they're pretty basic. And then Sam from Mark Harbor. This is the guy with the least fun with his ex-girlfriend. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know what to do about your new girlfriend. Maybe
take her out to dinner.
Yeah, flowers, something like that.
Tell her to calm down.
Although never get them flowers when they're mad. You know why? Because that means every time you get flowers, it'll remind them that you ticked them off that time. Oh. So don't ever do it. Just say you're sorry and move on. It's my motto.
I don't know about that.
I'm sticking with it. Maybe listen to Jeanette on that one. And then Shelly from Milan, she's leasing her car, came into some moolah. Congratulations, by the way. And wants to buy it at the end. When's as soon as she can do that? And the truth is, it could be really any time, but call us at the office on that one because it depends, Shelly, what kind of lease you have, what your lease contract says. There's particulars, or maybe there isn't. Call us at the office. Jeanette and I can help you figure that one out. Great show, you guys. Awesome questions. 419-975-9205 with your questions. Call them in. Because if you do, Jeanette's going to do what?
I'm going to give you $100 in gas.
Well, she's going to put you in the drawing for a $100 gas card. And then maybe, just maybe, you'll be the winner. And then again, if you're nice to Jeanette, she'll put the gas in for you. Maybe even cut your grass. You never know. Either way, great show, you guys. Happy motoring. We love you. And we'll see you next week.
SanduskyCredit.com. Bad credit shouldn't stop you from getting a new car. Visit SanduskyCredit.com. And a 450 credit score plus $450 a week in income equals a brand new car with interest rates as low as 8.99%. Stop the buy here, pay here cycle. Let us help you build your credit. The pros at SanduskyCredit.com are credit experts. So fill out a credit app today at SanduskyCredit.com. SanduskyCredit.com. Bad credit shouldn't stop you from getting a new car. Visit SanduskyCredit.com. And a 450 credit score plus $450 a week in income equals a brand new car with interest rates as low as 8.99%. Stop the buy here, pay here cycle. Let us help you build your credit. The pros at SanduskyCredit.com are credit experts. So fill out a credit app today at SanduskyCredit.com.